Hi guys, today is the 4th of June, 2024. Bambi Kelley, Eudora Kelley, coming to you from the not so beautiful city of Abuja. Not so beautiful today. I'm not calling Abuja a beautiful city today because the whole country has been plunged into darkness. The Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC, Trade Union Congress, or whatever the name is, they've plunged us into darkness. We've been in darkness for over 24 hours right now as I speak to you. We're going into 48 hours of darkness in the country. That's Nigeria. I'm doing this video in the dark. There's no light. There's no light. We've not had a wink of light. Why? Because negotiations broke down between the trade unions and the government. And the trade union president, or rather the trade union president has a very critical arm that does such an essential function that when they go on strike, the country will sit up. And those two bodies are Pengasin and New Peng. New Peng makes sure that we get fuel around the country, okay? We get diesel around the country. Pengasin, very critical, they make sure that the crude oil that is the mainstay of the country gets loaded out, gets sold. So when Pengasin shuts down, the lifeblood of the country shuts down. When New Pen shuts down, our movement shuts down because we can't get any gasoline to run our cars. And now the head of the NLC is coming from the electricity department. He used to be the head of the electricity unions. So it's easy for him to just snap a finger and then the lights go off. So I'm talking to you in the dark today, being the 4th of June, 2024, and I'm really sad for my country. I weep. I weep. I weep for Nigeria. I weep for where we are today. I weep for us as a people. I weep because this is a government. This government right here is a government that promised so much. And here we are. Here we are. Subsidy was taken out. Yes. All three main contenders said they were going to take subsidy out. Yes. Subsidy was actually taken out by the previous government because they made no provision. Yes. But when the current president came into power, his first statements at his inauguration was subsidy is gone. Yes, it was gone because the previous government made no arrangement for it. But that statement alone set the ball rolling downhill for the whole country. Because provisions were not made. Provisions were not made to cushion the effect of that statement. And that's where we find ourselves today. Hunger, ravaging, stalking the land, children going to bed hungry, parents unable to provide for their families, workers unable to get to work because the cost of transportation is skyrocketed through the roof. And no arrangement was made for mass transit transportation. Rather, the excess money from the removal of subsidy was shared amongst the 36 states. And we know what happens when money gets into the pockets of the governors. Almost nothing happens. It fades into oblivion. The people don't see the money. A few bowls of rice here and there dispersed, and then nothing, silence. My heart breaks for my country. My heart breaks for my country. I'm over 50 years old, and my voice is the voice for my children. Because I want a better Nigeria for my children. I can japa. I can run out of this country. Japa is a term for migration. A lot of Nigerians are immigrating out of the country because of the hardship in the country. The first thing that the president should have done after his election was confirmed by the judiciary was to take apart the INEC, was to look at the INEC and make critical changes like President Yar'Adua did. Bring back some of those changes that the commission that was set up by President Yar'Adua recommended, changes in the electoral system of this country. So that would have imbued confidence in the people, in the country again, to say, we will call Nigeria our own. Yes, this was a blimp. Yes, this election of 2023 let us down, but we will have hope for tomorrow. It's that hopelessness that have made Nigerians to run away from their country because they feel like it's a hopeless place. The electoral system, the whole judiciary, the electoral system in Nigeria needs overhauling. President Tinubu, please help do something. The electoral system needs overhauling. Everything. We need a chairman of the INEC that can be put forward by the people. Do a referendum in the 6 different geopolitical zones. Do a referendum and ask the people who they would want to be the next chairman of INEC. Let's start from there. President, I know it's your purview, it's your job to elect the next INEC chairman, but give us this, please, President Tinubu, give this to us. Give it to the people. Let them choose for you who they want to run the electoral body. Please. And then people can start having hope that good things will come out of that system. Our problem in Nigeria is leadership. 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 We have something going on in River State that makes me sick to my stomach. Godfatherism is killing our country. Godfatherism is killing our country. Our leaders are being handpicked for us and foisted on us. And when the relationship goes sour between Godfather and Godson, they want to burn down the state. They want to bring everybody down. We need independent candidacy. Let it start from the local government councils. Let INEC conduct local government council elections. Yes, that's the way to go. Let INEC scrap the state electoral bodies. They're good for nothing. They just hand over the local government councils to the ruling party in the state. And the governors put everything in their pocket and nothing happens. Local government has collapsed in the country, and that's the problem. It's the closest to the people, and it's the one that's not working. You want to make changes, is not by going to the Supreme Court with the Attorney General. It won't work because the governors have the state assemblies in their pocket, and the Constitution says that the state assemblies oversee the local government. As long as that happens, the local governments will never be free from the apron strings of the governors. We need to rejig the Constitution to free the legislature, the state legislators, to free the local government councils, those two critical bodies, to free the judiciary in the states from the manipulation of the governors, from the maneuverings of the governors. We need to do that. Then we can start talking about democracy in Nigeria. For what we have now, I do not know if it's democracy. And it's the hopelessness of the situation that are making people up stakes and leave the country. The hospitals are hemorrhaging, bleeding, no professionals. You're sick, you go to the hospitals. There are no radiologists, there are no technologists in the laboratories. The professionals are leaving and people are dying in droves. This crisis with the labor and the government, people have died because you have people on dialysis that need electricity to run the machines that will keep them alive. The labor has gone too far. It's bitten off more than it can chew. It has turned the people against itself. Yes, they need a living wage. But what they're asking and what the government is saying is miles apart, is rivers apart. And the people don't need to suffer. The country doesn't need to be shut down. That arm twisting is killing the people. The refineries are not working. The labor unions are aware refineries are not working. That's all for today. I'm just disgusted. I'm completely disgusted with this situation. I'm completely disgusted. Nigeria can be better. The ball is in our court to make this country better. We owe generations unborn and generations born, the youth, to make this place a better place. Nigeria can be a developed country. We need to look at alternative sources of electricity. Just can't be the hydro dam and thermal power. We need to look at solar power. We can get the Chinese to come build solar panels, set up factories in Nigeria to build solar panels. Hydro wind, we can work on that. Hydropower, turbines, wind turbines. Something happened in Katsina State. What happened in Katsina State? They were supposed to have a wind generating power. Some governor was in there. Monies were spent. Was he called to account? What happened? Nigeria can be great. We need to take ownership of the country. My voice is just one voice. Everybody must speak up. Everybody must speak up. Because we have no other country but this one. This is our homeland. We can't be going back. We can't be regressing to a national anthem that was written for us by our traducers. The National Assembly, if not comfortable, should have called out for a new national anthem, not take us backwards. Let's move forward. This country has all it takes to be one of the best places in the world. What we lack is leadership to make it one of the best countries in the world. Our children need to hold their heads up high and say they're Nigerians anywhere in the world, and the green passport to mean something. We can do it. Own your space. Own your space. We can all do it. My voice, your voice can bring about change. Let's all raise up our voices and speak in unison for good governance for our country. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.